Hi everybody, this is the baseball head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, the HUD. Welcome back to the baseball head too, and hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. Yes, we had a massive trade in Major League Baseball tonight. Unbelievable. I'll have to bell again. Yes, Major League Baseball, we saw a massive trade. RAFAEL DEVERS got traded from the Red Sox to the San Francisco Giants. What? I mean, talk about a surprise. Talk about a shocker. And the Red Sox just played the Yankees this past weekend and swept them. And his last at bat, he had a home run against, Max Fried. Unbelievable. Just an unbelievable weekend, an unbelievable day. So the Giants received Devers, and they traded a boatload of players. Jordan Hicks went, who's been a reliever. You know, he was the closer with the Cardinals for a while. Then he went to the Blue Jays. Then he signed a contract going into last year with the Giants. And he's been sort of, a starter. Also, they traded Kyle Harrison, who was the top prospect with them for the last few years. And he's a left-handed pitcher. He was supposed to start tonight against the Dodgers. He got scratched. They told him, you can't go out there. Also, they sent James Tibbs, who was the 13th overall pick in last year's draft. He's in high A ball, with the Giants. And then another pitcher, Jose Bello, who's also with the high A Giants minor league team. He's 20 years old. He's pitched 18 innings. I guess he's a reliever. He struck out 28 batters, so he's years away. But this trade, boy, let's talk about it a little bit. A lot of drama with this thing with the Red Sox. The Red Sox had all kinds of problems with Devers. They signed him to that massive contract a few years ago, the 11-year deal. The Giants have about $250 million to pay off on this contract. They're taking everything back. So that's an unbelievable salary dump on the part of the Red Sox. But there was so many problems with Devers with the Red Sox. First of all, they told him that they signed Alex Bregman. They said, all right, we're going to put you at DH. You wasn't too happy back because you wanted to play third. Then getting late into the late spring training, said, you know what, we want to put you first. Or during the season when they lost Tristan Casas to an injury. They said, well, we want to put you the first. And he's like, I don't want to do that. I don't blame him. But there were all kinds of issues here. Just aside, he didn't get along with the new management. There are a lot of questions about him not being in shape. There were questions about the fact that they didn't want him around younger players. He wasn't being very positive about the younger players on the club. And there was a sort of a sense from the Red Sox side that this guy, we don't want him here anymore. He's a bad influence. Now, from what the rumor is that he's extremely excited about going to the Giants, which is interesting because he's going from a team that's not in it really, on the periphery. And I would mention about the Red Sox, there's all kinds of rumors tonight that they're going to make more moves, that they're going to be sellers. Trevor Story's probably going to be gone. Masataka Yoshida, what the hell his name is, he's going to be going. So they're really going to go very young and really shed a lot of payroll. And they need to. And there's a lot of money off the books. That's $250 million off the books, and they can spend that money elsewhere next offseason. But that's a good move. And, they should be a better team as a group. I'm sure fans are not happy that he's gone. But, there was a lot of problems there, and they had to move on. He was a guy that needed to change the scene. And what a way to start the trade deadline and trade rumors. Nobody heard anything about this up until about an hour ago as I recorded this video. And then now the Giants. For many years, the Giants have been trying to bring in a big player. They tried to get Bryce Harper. That didn't work. They tried to bring in Aaron Judge. That didn't work. And now they brought in RAFAEL DEVERS, who will be put in the middle of that lineup. It'll be interesting to see where they place him in the lineup, whether it be whether they put him at third, or they're going to DH him, because they do have Matt Chapman, who's injured. Or they'll put him at first. I doubt he'll go to first, but they are in a very prime position, the Giants, to really do a lot of damage now. and I would expect that they'll probably do more to improve that club. It's funny. In the offseason, someone had written to me basically saying that the Giants were now the little brother to the Dodgers. And I'm thinking, excuse me? The Giants have won 3 championships in the last 15 years. They haven't won in 11 years. But this is a franchise that has done enormous amounts of winning, more than the Dodgers have. And the Dodgers have not had a good season by their own standard. They can't be happy that Devers is now going to be facing them on the other side. There's a storied history there between the Dodgers and the Giants. And now they're going to have to face one of the best hitters in the game on the Giants side. And he's going to transform this lineup. This is the kind of play they've been looking to get for a long time. And Buster Posey has shown that he's being very aggressive. Obviously, they re-signed Matt Chapman last season. They signed Willie Adams, who I think is he's a good player, he's a winning player, and a leader on that team, and a leader with the Brewers, I guess. So this is a great move for the Giants, obviously. And this is one of the best hitters in the game. And it's funny, people say, oh, he's terrible. He's gotten off to a terrible start. He's going to turn around. He's had a very good season. He had one hot streak that was amazing after he had that cold start. But a shocker to Major League Baseball. And to quickly finish up with the Red Sox. The Red Sox, I believe, people are complaining about the Red Sox, that they're a dumpster fire. The Red Sox are in better shape today than they were after the Yankee game, because they got rid of all that money. You got a general manager who's trying to build his team based off of what he wants to do. He really couldn't do with this contract, and there wasn't a lot of flexibility with the player. He didn't want to play certain positions. He was giving them a hard time. He was giving them all kinds of fits in terms of just his attitude overall. He's not a bad guy, but sometimes it just doesn't work out with a player in a place. And he didn't sign that contract with this group, even though he signed this contract with the management. He didn't sign it with this group. And when you don't sign a trade, you sign a contract with a particular group of front office, and they're gone, and then you get somebody in that has a different philosophy. It's going to have friction. And obviously, Breslow wants a team that is much more flexible in terms of more athleticism on the club. And this is a team that has a lot of good young players. Roman Anthony just got called up a couple of days ago. They have a good first baseman, even though he's injured. They have a lot of young talent that they want to play. And if he's a bad influence on these young players, then you have to get him out of here. Well, this is a massive trade. This is going to have a domino effect on the trade market, because this was the best hitter on the market. We didn't even know he was on the market. Although I kind of had a feeling over the last few months that he was probably going to get moved. But the reality is, what a massive trade for the Giants. And really, the Red Sox had no choice in this situation. So, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut 2, and I'll see you later.